The oracles and spirits we consulted said Bola Tinubu will win the presidential election, says Governor Yahaya Bello. Hello everyone, welcome to the news. The youngest governor in Nigeria, His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, addressed people of Kogi West hours ago about the fast approaching presidential election. Governor Yahaya Bello said, "The oracle and the spirits we consulted said and assured us that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress APC will win the presidential election." He added, "At the moment, we are consulting the Almighty God in order to make Tinubu win." Speaking further, at the flagging off of the Presidential, National and State Assembly Zonal Rally, which held at St. Augustine College in Kaba, Governor Yahaya Bello said, "Those who don't know how the politics of Nigeria works would think another aspirant will win apart from Tinubu and Kasim Shettima. I want them to know that they are into mere wishful thinking." Lastly, the Kogi State Governor, who is presently serving as the National Youth Coordinator of the ruling party's Presidential Campaign Council, PCC, presented the party's flags to the National and State Assembly contestants. So, now, from what we can hear from the Kogi State Governor, who is the youngest governor in Nigeria, youth can rule is one rule that has favored Yahaya Bello of Kogi State. He has said that they've consulted and they are still consulting the oracle. And the oracle has assured them that Bola Tinubu will win the controversial 2023 presidential election. Being at the forefront of things like this, is one man that likes to express himself a lot of times. And with this expression of ease that they've consulted the spirits and the spirits and oracle, we don't know which particular one that they've consulted, but I'm sure with the level of participation that is showing for his political party, he must have consulted and he's still consulting a lot of oracles. We know in Africa, we do not joke with our traditional religion, which a lot of people, despite the fact that they're claiming to be either Christian or Muslim, still, of course, do consult the oracle and the spirits. And so the guarantee that Governor Yahaya Bello has got is that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is going to win that election, because some other people do not know how elections take place in Nigeria. They don't know what politicking is in Nigeria. And he said they are about to show Nigerians how politicking is done. So apart from what he's doing, going around and canvassing for votes and to the electorate and all of that, he said he's doing the physical one, which is talking to people and campaigning, and they've also done the spiritual one. So I think this is a cue from other presidential candidates that, well, maybe they should also consider oracle and spirits consulting so that they can know if they are going to win or not. Now, this kind of things, of course, we know it happens traditionally, even like offline, but one can never just predict these politicians when it comes to what they say on social media. I do not believe that Governor Yahaya Bello, he has the right to his freedom of expression, but I do not believe that it will go that low to say that they've consulted the oracles and the spirit and the say Bola Tinubu will win. Or maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe he's a traditionalist. So if he's an apologetic traditionalist, then of course he has the right to say that. But if he belongs to a particular religion, which the common ones in Nigeria are the Christianity and the Islam, then having to say as either of these two, you're consulting the oracles and the spirit. Anyway, there's also freedom to religion. So that's why the fact that it might be one of the modern religion and still doing the traditional religion and all of that, which is a right for everybody to do as they deem fit. Now, so moving on, Governor Yahaya Bello has also been in the news for not good reasons about the back and forth he had with the Oinoye of Ibira Land, His Royal Highness, who was, said to have been expected to receive President Muhammadu Buhari, who came into the States several weeks ago to launch a project, but he wasn't there at the occasion, and we just saw online a letter written by Governor Yahaya Bello, signed by a special advisor to the Oinoye of Ibira Land, telling him that it was very disrespectful of him to have boycotted or ignored to join and welcome the president of Nigeria. Now, the question people were asking him was that when politicians come into the states, regardless maybe it's the president or governor of any other state or any celebrity or high-profile personality, they are supposed to go and pay homage to a king who has been on the throne for how many decades? A king who they say, if it's correct, that Yahaya Bello is his nephew, their relatives, and Baba gave him the support for him to become governor. But at a particular point, I think something happened and they fell out with each other. But that letter was considered very insulting to the king regarding his age. That's almost a 90-year-old man, regarding the throne he's sitting on, And Oyinoyi responded to him to tell him that he wasn't formally invited and he didn't send any representative. From what he has heard people say, that there was somebody representing him at the event and all of that. So it has put Governor Yahaya Bello in the bad light, because that letter was not supposed to be. And if you hear what happened in the palace of Oyinoyi that day, then you know that Yahaya Bello needs to have more discerning people around him. There was a bomb blast in the palace of the Oyinoyi that same day that even got a lot of people scared to say, hope the 90-year-old monarch is okay, hope his family members are okay. I think about 3 or 4 people lost their lives there and so many injured, and part of the space in the palace was destroyed, and he could not even send an empathic letter to Oyinoyi about that incident. So he expected the aged king to leave his palace despite the shock of a bomb blast inside the palace, because when something like that happens, you don't know if it's going to be a serial one or if it was going to be a one-off. So the next thing the governor could do was just send him that query to answer the reason for not attending or not coming to invite or to welcome the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Youngest governor did not do that well, whether he wants to hear that or not. That's not how to go about things, and that's the crux of our problem, that our leaders are devoid of humanity. They are always after their ego, their office, not thinking of the fact that, something happened, like a bomb blast in the palace of the king, some people lost their lives, let me go and check. That's a 90-year-old man, for crying out loud, and Yahaya Bello is just in his early 40s. And he's one of the people that make people question to say, we the young people that are saying, we want to rule, we want to get into governance, 1 or 2 of us that are there are not acting like they are really ready, or they have the wisdom, or they are ready to even listen to the voice of reasoning. So with him now saying spirits and oracles have spoken to him that his own presidential candidates will win, we wish them all the very best of luck, as it's just about 18 days and we are counting down to the 2023 presidential election. Let us all do the needful, as we are just grappling with the issues of fuel scarcity and cash crunch because of the swap of the stopping by. See you in the next news. God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.